Here at Oman Cricket Academy, and it is the first day of the new year 2026. Another exciting game. It's IAS Invincibles. They'll be taking on Renaissance Challengers. Savindu leading IAS Invincibles. Sufyan Mahmood, the captain of Renaissance Challengers. And we also have the presence of our match referee, Mr. Jeevan Amanna. Savindu will flip the coin and Sufyan will call. It's head. Savindu, what have you decided?
We thought to bowl first.
Any reason behind your decision?
Yeah, last few matches we chased down good 2 matches. That's why we batted in form. That's why we going to bowl first and try to chase it down.
The last time when you met Renaissance Challengers, result didn't win your favor. So what's the plan and how will be the approach going into this game?
Yeah, exactly. Last time it wasn't went for our favor. So this match we're looking forward to do because we still have to go to the finals. That's why we're trying to do our best.
And tell us about changes. Have you made any changes coming into this game?
Yeah, there's 3 changes. Who's Sufyan, Usama, and Ali Imran coming back instead of Rauf, Kali, and.
We'll check that on the sheet. Well done and all the best.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Sufyan, your thoughts on batting first?
I wanted to bat first.
Reason?
Because in the last match also we batted first, and the wicket I don't think it will change much. Probably in the second innings there will be more dew, will come better to the bat. So if you put up a good score, we can put them under pressure.
And would also like to congratulate you. This is your 4th time you'll be making it to the T20 World Cup playing for Oman. How proud is this moment for you and for your family?
Definitely it's a huge moment for me. World Cup as a kid was my dream, and this is my 4th World Cup. So looking forward to create an impact in this World Cup.
And what has been the key to your success, especially talking about your bowling? You have been bowling quite exceptionally well, getting those wickets. So what are the areas you have worked on?
Nothing. I think this year I've been sticking to my basics, just focusing on the line and length more, rather than trying out new things. In the previous editions also I was bowling well, but I was trying out new things. Maybe in the death overs I was trying out wide yorkers even if the batsman was not attacking me. But this year I'm just keeping it simple and letting the batsman do the mistake.
Right, and momentum on your side. You have won your last game in the round 1. So what are the changes, if you have made any, coming into this game?
We have only one change. Machi Prithvi has got injured, so Manik is coming in.
All the best and give us a good game.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So the news from the centre is that Savindu has won the toss, and IAS, they have invited Renaissance Challengers to bat first.
IAS Invincibles have won the toss and they want to bowl first. And Renaissance Challengers were happy to bat first. Very rare occasion where both the sides are happy with the decision. Imran Ali comes into the attack. Into the side, into the attack for him. And he's going to be up against Amerat Mirza, who will get off the mark on the very first delivery. Junaid Jan, a prolific striker, and he would want to make a big impact in the power play. Ali Imran is not going to be getting a lot of turn, and that's where Junaid Jan will be happy to play him through the line. Can he have the courage to do so? That is going to be the question. He's not been amongst the runs. He's not had a lot of opportunities as well. Going wide of the crease and flicked just to short fine for a single. It's a chilly evening here in Muscat. The Vilayat of Al Amrad, between the picturesque Al Hajar mountains, who are hidden in the dark. But one thing that is not hidden in the dark is the illuminated, very heavily illuminated Oman Cricket Academy. Back foot cuts well. Shahzad does well to keep it down to a single. That ball was travelling very quickly from the bat of Amerat Mirza. Once again, fired it in. Junaid Jan wants to be a little watchful to start off with. cut well. Falls just short of that fielder at short third, who's very wide. And Ali Imran starts with a 4-run over. End of the first over, 4 without losing a wicket, challengers. So those are the sides. IAS Invincibles, Mehran Khan, Osama Akil, Sufyan Yusuf, Sadeep, Savindu, Muzahir Raza, Anisur Rahman, Pasindu, Yasir Dur, Shahzad Rahim, Ali Imran. 3 changes for IAS Invincibles, who are looking to get a very balanced equation for this encounter of theirs. Shahzad, another spinner who comes into the attack. And very watchful at the moment is Junaid Jan, who hasn't been in the peak of his form. Shahzad. Short cut well. But cut straight to the waiting hands of Mehran Khan. It sounded really well from the bat of Junaid Jan. But then when you have the hands of Mehran Khan, that means that you're going to be taking a slow walk back to the pavilion. First wicket down for Renaissance Challengers. Joining me in the com box, Jamil Zaidi.
Well, the right time, the first wicket down for Renaissance Challengers. None other than Shahzad, who tried to cut, but for the waiting heads of Mehran Khan. The first wicket down, 4 for 1. Usman Ali Shah to join Hamad Mirza. Very first blow, very early blow to Renaissance Challengers. So Shahzad got the wicket.
And it's a great ploy to be bowling Shahzad with the new ball. Usman Ali Shah walks in at 1 drop. Especially with these 2 right-handers in the middle right now, I think Shahzad should create a little bit of a havoc.
Very loud appeal.
Not really sure what happened there. Usman was stretching forward, and that's where the ball could have probably slid down the leg stump. Half an appeal from Shahzad. Not really sure what's happening in the middle, because there is not a lot of turn, and still the batters of Renaissance Challengers are playing second fiddle.
Once again, nicely bowled by Shahzad. He is a very, very good left-arm orthodox bowler, Shahzad. And good ploy from IAS Invincibles to start with him. Tucked around.
Maiden wicket for Shahzad. Second over done, 4 for the loss of 1, Renaissance Challengers. Pasindu comes into the attack. Two left-arm spinners immediately. Dancing down the track and caressed through the off. Hamad Mirza loves that offside, and the way he strikes them is second to none.
Outside the off stump, crushed it toward the cover point boundary for 4. Hamad Mirza. Perfect shot, coming down the wickets, created the gap. Beautiful shot.
One man who is not going to be slowing down for too long is Hamad Mirza. He likes to play some good quality positive cricket. And then even against him, if you can bowl reasonably well, he will respect you. Quick single. Starts off with a boundary and then rotates strike after a dot ball. Hamad Mirza means business tonight. What we've seen, Jamil Bhai, is that Hamad Mirza, he's been very calculative.
Always he's growing match by match, to be honest with you. Having the experience of playing in the World Cup, Asia Cup, really grown into a very, very confident batter. Good running between the wickets and beautifully fielded by the fielder. But both of them well home. Pasindu, a very, very genuine left-arm orthodox spinner. Very difficult for him to hit.
And two better players of spin are playing right now in the middle for Renaissance Challengers. Osman looks exceptional when he's playing spin. He's a part-time wicket-keeper as well. Right now he's donning the gloves. He's not one of those professional wicket-keepers, but he can keep decently well. Dancing down the track. The BLs have been dislodged. Or is it a missed opportunity? I'm not really sure what happened in the middle.
It seems to be a missed opportunity. I think couldn't grab the ball properly. Shehzad will continue. The first made in with the wicket. Some sweep beautifully. But the fielder is there to prevent the boundary.
Shehzad into the attack, but what a movement for IAS Invincibles. If they've missed that stumping opportunity of Hamad Mirza, it is certainly a very, very big movement because Hamad Mirza is going to make them pay.
No doubt about it. I'm sure it was a missed stumping. The ball couldn't come into the gloves of the wicket keeper.
And remember the number 7. That is where that opportunity was missed. And it wasn't even a tough opportunity. Hamad dancing down the track. There's ample amount of time for Sufyan Yusuf, who's just come into the side. Straight over the bowler's head. This is just going to be a single.
You were almost a meter away from the crease had the ball been collected properly by the wicketkeeper. Anyhow, Chances are there. This is what the cricket about. You have to look forward.
Wide of the fielder at long on. They're pushing for the second. They'll get it very comfortably.
It's good running between the wickets. To the left, the first wicket, but still, both Usman Ali Shah and Hamad Mirza looks to be confident, especially Hamad Mirza. More accomplished batter than Usman Ali Shah. With the whole experience with the national team.
Gets a single in terms of a bye.
I think he was trying to go onto the onside and then try to play it. But Shehzad cleverly bowled it through his legs. Tap and run. Very good running between the wickets. And the right thing to do so after losing the first wicket. End of over number 4. It is 16 for 1. Renaissance Challengers.
Pasendu created that opportunity against Hamad Mirza. Run out. They're very confident about it. I think Zaman Qureshi is going to be sending it upstairs. Touch and go. First visuals, touch and goes. What do you think, Jamil bhai?
Yes. From the naked eye, yes, it looks to be touch and go situation. But of course, the right thing will come from the third umpire. He will check frame by frame.
I think he's almost back. With that angle, I don't think this is going to be going in favor of IAS Invincibles on first visuals. Visuals can be very deceiving.
Well, I think we are seeing from the front view. If anything from the right angle can be seen, that more be appropriate and clear.
I think that is only available with the third umpire. And it's not shareable, but for our viewers, what we have here is a very zoomed in front visual. Peels dislodged, not really. No, not yet. Now. And by then I think they have done well.
So, no damage done. Though they are taking cheeky singles, they had to be a bit careful as well. They need to have a good partnership between Hamad Mirza and Usman Ali Shah. Pasendu is very difficult for him to hit because he is pinpoint bowling. Just near the stumps, no width for the batters. Tried to hammer it once again, mistimed it. So they are going for, intentions are there, they're going for the big shots. But now at this moment, I think they look to go for the good partnership between Usman Ali Shah and Ahmad Mirza.
And this is going to be a very important phase because both these batters, Ahmad Mirza and Usman Ali Shah, have taken their time. And once you have done that in this format, especially in this format, if you throw your wicket, it's going to be very expensive for your side. And that is where a lot of responsibility on Usman Ali Shah, who can play spinners really well, slog sweep, gets a boundary for himself. He's an incredible player of spin, and he's just finding his form here at the Oman D20.
Yeah, he missed the last delivery, but this time well collected. Clobbered it from the off stump towards the Cow's corner for the first boundary for himself. Brilliant shot. Once again, sweep beautifully. As you are talking about now, his spin ball situation, how he used to play. Perfect placement towards the square leg. Second boundary.
You don't bowl spin to Yuvraj Singh. And that is a similar theory to Usman Ali Shah. He loves spin, especially because of his cross-batted prowess. On one end, it was Yuvraj Singh who used to love to dance down the surface. Reverse sweep comes out. Boundary after boundary after boundary. 3 boundaries in a row to Pasindu, one of the strike premium bowlers of IAS Invincibles. Usman Ali Shah is on fire.
This is the first one, rather the last one. Sweep, reverse sweep, perfect reverse sweep, 4 runs for him. And before that, 2 slog towards the mid-wicket and square leg. Very, very productive over for national challengers.
Three boundaries in a row. How is he going to be facing? Soft hands and a single to retain strike for the next over. They're back on track. 5 overs done, 30 for the loss of 1 run as challengers. Usman Ali Shah has unleashed. Shehzad dancing down the track once again, heaves it across the line. How prolific does Usman Ali Shah look once he is looking to attack the spinners? The array of shots that he has.
I think he's covering most of the onside, mid-wicket, Cow's corner, long on, most of the time. But he's not among the runs in this last couple of matches.
Watch out for Usman Ali Shah today. He's looking very different. He's taken his time and now he's unleashing. Probably a little bit of an inside edge by Ahmad Mirza, who's been struggling. He's the man to watch out for, not only for the domestic circuit, but for the international circuit as well.
He's coming late onto the ball, I believe, and shuffling in front of the wicket. That's a very dangerous one. This time onto the back foot. Played it out to the deep extra cover for the single.
Shehzad, 7 runs and 1 wicket, 2.3 overs. He's done fantastic. Very full, impacted outside the off stump. Shehzad was very animated. No bowler feels that it is not out, even if it is as not out as this one.
The moment the ball hit the pads, bowlers all go for the LBW, coming down the wicket, cut, but still stay to the fielder. Good over for nice challengers. 3 boundaries in this over.
Change of field. Shehzad wants to challenge Usman Ali Shah inside out. Everybody inside the circle on the offside. Makes room. Goes straight. He's connected well. And it's going to be travelling the distance as well. Osama, who's just come into the side, is going to be helping in retrieving the ball.
Brilliant strike from Usman Ali Shah. Today it looks that he is really Usman Ali Shah playing the shot he liked to. This one just picked up beautifully. This is the first one. The first wicket we have taken by Mehran. That is through the cover. This is Amerat Mirza playing at his best. This is Usman Ali Shah now comes. This is the reverse sweep. Got the 3 successive boundaries in a home over. And that's the last one. Beautifully hit from the meat of the bat towards the long on for the maximum.
Now it's a no-brainer that Amerat Mirza is the big fish in the middle. No two thoughts about it. But the way Usman Ali Shah has come to the party and released the pressure that was piling on Amerat Mirza and allowed Amerat Mirza to settle in, that is what is special about Usman Ali Shah. One of those better players of spin. And I think the way he's dominating at the moment, this is going to be a big knock from Usman Ali Shah.
I think he should do it because he is playing so nice, seeing the ball well. So he had to take the score to himself also and for the team as well, to a big score from himself. He has not been among the runs. So nicely played out for the singles. And Amerat Mirza doing the right thing to do, giving a maximum strike to because he struck the ball much better than him. Good understanding between these two.
Very different strategy from IAS Invincibles. Using spinners from both ends through the power play. And now, once the power play is done, Yasir Dur comes into the attack.
Very, very useful bowler, Yasir Mohammad. Very difficult for the batters to hit him. He's always on the target. Beautifully bowled. Look at that. Got the edge of the bat towards the third man boundary, 4 runs.
Wasn't very far from Sufyan Yusuf, who's been looking a little rusty in this game. Oh, it was far enough. Can't be too harsh on Sufyan Yusuf. I think it was played well by Usman Ali Shah. Guided it past the wicketkeeper to get a boundary. He's batting brilliantly, isn't it? Looks very easy on the eyes.
So far, absolutely brilliant. How long he can keep that his brilliant batting on. It's already crossed 20 marks. We have to look for some around 50-60 runs. And Hamad is doing the right thing, just giving a strike, getting singles.
Looks to play the paddle. We haven't seen a lot of Usman Ali Shah doing this. But then if he can offer shots like that, this is exceptional cricket. This is intelligent cricket. Just playing it past the wicketkeeper, now playing the paddle.
Totally innovative. Just paddle shot. 1 feet down, up over to the fine leg. Brilliant shot. Today it looks to be in supreme form. And as we talk about, he should take his score and team score to up to a very decent score.
And let's not forget the way they started. First over 4 runs, second over maiden wicket. Dancing down the track. We'll finish with a dot ball, Yasir Dur. 9 runs from that over of Yasir Dur. 7 overs done, 47 for the loss of 1. Challengers.
Not understand the strategy of the captain of IAS Invincibles. Muzahir Raza has been brought in now. The initiative of the power play has gone in the favor of Reliance's challengers. Shehzad bowled superbly in the very first over, got a wicket. But after that, it was all Usman Ali Shah show.
You're happy with the strategy, bowling Muzahir Raza in the middle overs. I think it's a brilliant one. To not open bowling with him, to bring in the spinners in the power play. And the strategy has worked for them as well.
Actually, apart from that wicket, the first wicket in power play belongs to Reliance's challengers. Push for the single. It's good going so far for Reliance's challengers. Coming down the wicket, took the top edge. And they go for quick two. Good running between the wickets by Hamad Mirza and Usman Ali Shah. He tried to play it onto the onside, but took the top edge to the third man. Right time. Mudassir join us in the com box. Mudassir. Renaissance challenges. 7 over in play. 50 already scored. A wicket gone. Now Muzahir had brought in. What do you think about Muzahir coming in between?
He's the kind of a bowler who will get you wickets straight away. But if you don't find his rhythm early, then the team will be in trouble. It all depends on his first over. He needs to find his rhythm as soon as possible. But what a knock he's playing, Usman Ali Shah.
Absolutely dominating the batting for Renaissance and played some beautiful shots. Absolutely thrilling one. Well bowled. And they go for quick single. Very, very lucky. Usman Ali Shah really showed class in the last 2-3 overs. He hammered Shehzad for 3 boundaries and maximum in 1 over. And after that, playing some superb knock. But Hamad Mirza is giving the right advice, going for the singles and giving more strike to play.
Just 26 years old, Hamad Mirza, but good to see those. He has made those right corrections. We were just praising him, but luckily no fielder at cow corner. Not a proper connection between bat and ball. But Usman Ali Shah, we need to give him credit. The way he got runs, calculative risk in the first 6 overs. That is the reason they are in a slightly better position, Renaissance challengers.
Almost 7 runs an over is not bad in the initial 7 and 8 overs, but they are doing it. Most of the runs came from the bat of Usman Ali Shah, where Hamad Mirza is waiting. Balls to come to hit towards the boundaries. He got 2 boundaries in this batting of 16, 15 runs. Oh, ball kept low. What a running between the wickets. Absolutely brilliant.
So 8 runs from the first over of Raza, 8 gone 55 for the loss of 1.
Yasir Dur continued to bowl the second over. A very, very useful bowler for IAS Invincibles. Always getting them wickets. Economical, hard-working, bowl with the heart and the mind.
The show continues. Looks to be in control while playing those scoop shots. This is not the first time. He played in the previous over of Yasir Dur as well. Watched till the last second. That has been the beauty of that shot.
Timing are perfect. That's more important for playing some reverse sweeps or paddle shots. He waited for the ball to come and the last moment put the bat in towards fine leg.
What a start to round 2. Now both the sides, Royal Oman Stallions and Yalla Shabab, I'm sure they must be following this game. Because if IS Invincible win this game, then it's not a good news for Royal Oman and Yalla Shabab. So they'll be praying for Renaissance Challengers to get good total on board. Oh, full toss. Ordinary delivery, but beautifully managed with one hand. A maximum. He moves to 45.
What a brilliant display of sportsmanship, rather. Hitting the ball, perfect timing. This was a full toss and very nicely dealt toward the square leg boundary for 6. He's really unleashing his class. He has not been among the runs in the last couple of matches, but today he looks to be in supreme touch. Every shot he plays either goes to the boundary or to the maximum. Sensible cricket. Push it down towards long off for the single.
What an interesting phase of this tournament. Now every game matters. Apart from Majid's Titans, 4 teams, they are trying their best to make it to this number 2 position on the points table, because top 1 and top 2, they'll play the final of Oman D20 2025.
I'm sure the captain of IAS Invincible, Savindu, must be looking for a breakthrough at this stage of the game, because both of them looks to be confident. They already, I think, crossed 50 runs partnership, 60 runs partnership between them. And that is also a problem for IAS Invincible.
And this is how you build a partnership. At one end, when your partner is going great guns, your job is to rotate the strike. As of now, the spotlight is on Usman Ali Shah, 47 of 29. Providing the support is Mirza. Nothing much going in favor of the bowling side. The wicket-taking bowler, Dur, still wicketless. League plenty of runs in his first 2. 9 overs gone, 68 for the loss of 1. Raza from Oman Talent. Running hard the first run. Are they going to come back for second? No. Good work done by Sadeep. I've got news that Atharva Kalidas Kale, no longer as a part of IS Invincibles in going in this moving ahead in this tournament. He has been flown back to India as his grandmother, she's not well, and we pray to the Almighty for her quick and fast recovery.
Inshallah, definitely we'll pray for her. I'm sure must be dent in the batting of IS Invincible. He's such a great player. Last match he has played superbly. Outstanding knock from him.
.49 with that single. Not got plenty of runs in this tournament. Usman Ali Shah, enormous talent. Oman D20. Good to see people coming from other parts of the world. It clearly shows the importance of this tournament. That is why they love to come here and play. This also gives them an opportunity to build a career onto the legs. Not a good effort coming from the wicket keeper.
I think a very good time for all the newcomers to perform, especially the foreign recruits. And we have seen that, yes, most of them have started performing as they have been told that they have got so much experience behind it. Especially we have seen Muhammad Afridi played an absolutely brilliant knock.
Single to Usman Ali Shah. And he celebrates with that jump. He was struggling for runs, but at the right time, getting those runs for his side. A fighting knock from Usman Ali Shah.
Absolutely fantastic knock from him. Congratulations for the first 50 of this tournament from him. And I'm sure with the confidence he is getting now, the way he is playing, I think he should carry his 50 to another 70, 75 runs.
Turning back for the second. Needed a direct hit. But running hard. Playing for the team, these two. What a partnership. Sensible piece of batting on display. Excellent running between the wickets. Half of the overs done in the first innings. Renaissance Challengers taking the charge of this game with the bat. Is 75 for the loss of one. It's time for drinks break. Madhava after the break with the ball. Nothing much happening for the spinners under the lights.
Wicket has become more straighter, Mudassir, after the second match, as normally do, because the moisture or humidity comes on. Oh, nicely played from off stump to mid wicket. But I think there's any moisture in the ground when you were there for the toss?
Nothing such as wind blowing across the ground. But in the afternoon, somehow I felt there was some moisture in the air. But now it turned out to be a batting paradise here. Uses his feet. He launches Madhava straight towards that side screen. What a hit. Batting like a Shah, Usman Ali Shah.
Coming down the wicket, perfect placement over the bowler's head for the maximum. A classy knock so far from Usman Ali Shah. We haven't seen him playing like that in the last matches.
It's all about the temperament. He's batting beautifully, showing a great character. Also, intent to get those runs. The momentum on their side, the final game of the round one, they defeated the same opposition, IAS Invincibles. Oh, slip and runs. Osama slips. Ball goes past those boundary rope and 4 runs.
Every shot Usman Ali Shah is playing with power. Beautifully played. Full power behind it. Bad luck. The fielder slips. And 4 runs comes for Usman Ali Shah and for United's challengers. Brilliant batting. Absolutely brilliant.
And how well he adjusted. Came down the track. Madhava pulled his length back. At the last minute he adjusted and went towards the deep square leg. So now got to his 50. Now it's time to raise the tempo of the runs. That is what he believes, Usman Ali Shah.
Well, very sensible batting so far and hope it will continue. Go to the highest runs for himself. Played beautifully with the middle of the bat, straight to long off at the single. End of a very, very good over for United challengers. 11 overs done. It is 89 for 1. Imran has been brought in. Desperation for IAS Invincible bowlers to get a wicket at the stage of the game, which is threatening them. Played out to the long on for the single. Coming down the wicket, trapped on the pad. And finally he has been given out LBW. Good change. And the wicket they were looking for finally broke the partnership between Hamad Mirza and Usman Ali Shah. And Usman Ali Shah, who was showing his class, finally coming down the wicket, tried to sweep it. But ball hit straight in front of the wicket. After some hesitation, umpire has given him out. Wicket number 2. Back to the dugout. For in essence, 90 for 2. IAS Invincible must be pleased to break this partnership which is threatening them. Almost 90 runs partnership between these two. On to the back foot, played it out towards square leg for the single. A cameo knock from Usman Ali Shah. Onto the back foot, cut fiercely. But the fielder is there at the sweeper cover. Now Hamad Mirza has to play a cameo role for his team after Usman Ali Shah has done. Good delivery from Imran. He's a veteran of a spinner. Loads of experience behind him. Once again, played out towards the square leg for the single. And a very, very good over from Imran. Got the wicket of Usman Ali Shah. 12 overs done, 93 for 2 renaissance.
Mehran Khan comes into the attack, inside edge to short fine, quick single. Great hospitality is what you get in Oman. Some specially cooked biryani for Mudassir Ali Qureshi and Jamil Zaidi by Hasnain Ali Shah.
I am just what you call a guest for that. Actually, it's for Mudassir.
Mudassir Ali Qureshi, who's come all the way from UAE, missing his family.
He is the guest. Huh?
You can't call Mudassir Ali Qureshi the guest anymore. He's found his home away from home. Cousin for Iqbal, Hasnain Ali Shah, and food. Gossip is never going to be running short.
We have a very good time with Ghazanfar and had his cooked biryani and kadhai gosht, long time back.
Very watchful at the moment. This is a special kind of biryani that Oman is known for, correct? It's cooked for a very long time. I'm a vegetarian, so don't know much. But a lot of our viewers would love the hospitality of Oman. And it's a new year, and that's where delicacies on offer.
Top class hospitality of Oman for everyone. Beautifully bowled.
It's going to be a
Beautifully
goner.
bowled.
A certain goner, Mehran Khan, comes into the attack very quickly, gets the back of Asif Khan Pathan, removes him from the equation. The power of Asif Khan Pathan is not going to be on offer today at the Oman Cricket Academy. What a timely wicket.
Once again, Asif Khan did not perform once again. And it's Imran Khan who got rid of Asif Khan. Just ball come into the wicket. And he was right in front. And umpire has no hesitation, raising his fingers. Wicket number 3. Back to the dugout. 95 for 3 in 9 cents.
Mehran Khan, another old war horse of Oman. He's been around for a very long time and still pretty much fit. Another in-swinger. The power of Pathan, there's something special with Pathans, isn't it?
We have seen Asif Khan Pathan. He did not perform well. But Mehran Khan is occasionally performing in the batting. But he is a class bowler, no doubt about that.
His batting is something that you have always questioned. On his day, he can wreck any attack that you can consider. Appeal, not very interested, is Zaman Qureshi. Will finish with the dot ball. Just 2 runs from that over of Mehran Khan, and especially the wicket of Asif Khan Pathan. 13 overs done, 95 for the loss of 3 challengers. Ahmad Mirza, another witty knock from him. Pulls well. 27 of 28 deliveries, something which you don't see too often from the bat of Ahmad Mirza. He's trying to get his form back, isn't it?
I think he has to do that one. He has to play long innings, and that habit should come for him. Because the big tournament is ahead, and he has to prepare himself for the big occasion. And this is the right time to play steadily with responsibility, of course not losing runs.
The best way I can describe the form of Ahmad Mirza is that he's in that lightning mode before the rain. And I feel a big storm is about to just be in effect. So a lot of lightning, those 30s, those late 20s for Ahmad Mirza. And every now and then I feel that there is going to be a big score that's going to be pouring in.
Should expect that from him, such a classy player. Cut nicely. I think IAS Invincible was missing the service of Imran, the veteran, and he got rid of Osman Ali Shah in the very first over. But today's cameo knock from Osman Ali Shah, absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, one of the senior players of IAS Invincibles, still going very strong. Late cut. He's a very vital bowler. Off spinner. There are few off spinners that are rated really highly. Jayo Dedra being one of them. Imran Ali, another good off spinner who likes to keep things very tight. Aryan Bisht.
But there's a wide difference between Aryan Bisht and Mohammad Imran. Obviously, with his experience behind. Reverse sweep. And that's the curtain for the wicket number 4.
That is the difference. Ali Imran doesn't like us comparing him with anybody else because Ali Imran has made a name for himself. On the final delivery of his third over, he gets the back of Amanullah Rafiqi, who was looking to go bonkers. And Muzahir Raza is never going to be dropping on a catch as simple. Oh, I beg your pardon. It is Hamad Mirza, the big wicket of Hamad Mirza. Missed those visuals. But Hamad Mirza, what a wicket for Renaissance Challengers. 99 for the loss of 4, and all of a sudden they're in trouble.
Could have been a reckless shot from Hamad Mirza. He's playing so well, so controlled. 14 overs done, it is 99 for 4 Renaissance Challengers.
Imran Khan is going to be continuing from the Oman LNG end. That wicket of Osman Ali Shah made a huge difference. They were cruising at that point of time. And 2 wickets in quick successions, both coming from the arm of Imran. And then 1 wicket coming from the arm of Mehran Khan. 3 overs, 3 wickets. And all of a sudden, Renaissance Challengers, which was 1 down and 90 odd, 99 for 4.
All credit to IAS Invincible bowlers, especially the veteran Ali Imran, who got out Osman Ali Shah. And then the prize wicket of Hamad Mirza, who looks so good. Rush of played that reverse sweep, top edge, and was out, back to the dugout. That area, for now I'm talking to all my players when I was the manager of the team, that they should carry 30 to 50, 50 to 70. They are throwing their wickets. That I don't like at all.
The way I've understood this format is that either you make an impactful 30, or else if you have spent 30 outside edge, very effective. One of the highest run scoring area in this game of cricket, especially in this format. Nadeem Khan will say, I like this area too.
I played full flush outside the thick edge, going to the third when boundary for 4. In any format I'm talking about, be it D10, be it T20, or it's the ODI, if you scored around 30 runs, so from there on, you have to take the score to 50, 60, 70. That's what should be a decent batter's lookout in any format of the game.
What a delivery. Angling in to the left-hander and then angling away after bouncing. Gem of a delivery to get the bag of Nadeem Khan, who's going to be travelling to Sri Lanka in a month and a half. And he's going to be walking back to the dugout, wide of the crease, and that's what makes it even more special.
Beautiful delivery coming into the batter. No chance for Nadeem Khan to even move the bat. All credit to Mehran Khan, this superlative delivery. Get rid of Nadeem Khan. Wicket number 5. Back to the dugout for Nations. What a collapse. 90 for 1 and it is 104 for 5.
What a moment in the game. 90 for 1, slipping down to 104 for 5. 4 wickets in a span of 4 overs. Mehran Khan and Ali Imran, they're destroying the challengers.
Did, of course, yes. Especially, I really impressed with Ali Imran, the veteran of a spinner. Bring all his experience to get rid of Osman Ali Shah first. And then it was Hamad Mirza. That was a good delivery, but he played a reckless shot, reverse sweep, and got out. But it was all Mehran Khan. Bowled those beautiful delivery of getting rid of Nadeem Khan.
15 overs done, 104 for the loss of 5. Renaissance challengers are faltering under pressure against IAS Invincibles in the middle stages. Ali Imran continues. 12 runs and 2 wickets in his 3 overs. He, alongside Mehran Khan, have broken the back of Renaissance challengers that were cruising on the back of Osman Ali Shah till the 11th over. 90 on the board for the loss of 1. They need a wicket here to completely destroy Renaissance challengers. They're looking for that big wicket of Sufyan Mahmood, the captain of the pack, the leader of the pack, and the savior of the pack. Very conservative. Ali Imran has been very effective. Once again, not giving any kind of room whatsoever to Sufyan Mahmood. Bullet throw from Shahzad from the deep. What a character IS Invincible is. The way they fight back into the game, the kind of strategies. Big appeal, big appeal. This is going to be very, very interesting. It's going to be a little more than interesting because Amanullah Rafiqi, who was struggling in the middle, will be walking back to the dugout, and what a moment to be welcoming Mudassir Ali Qureshi into the combox.
When I left, it was the 87 for the loss of 1. Now they have lost 6 wickets. Poor shot selection. Just not able to read that line and length. What a start to the tournament for Ali Imran, playing his first game. Already got 3 wickets. to his name. 106 for the loss of 6. Tottering Renaissance challengers.
Sufyan Mahmood, one of 3, is still at the non-striker's end and he's seeing the havoc built on at the other end. What can he do? It's a business end. Just over the last few 4 overs.
They were in a commanding position, but some poor shot selections by the batters of Renaissance challengers. Now the team is in trouble. What a take. How many you will give out of 10?
Can't rate him out of 10 after missing that stumping of Hamad Mirza. You can't be celebrating small achievements once you have missed a big one. Hate doing that, but that's what Pranav Mehta is all about. 16 overs done, 107 for the loss of 6. Mehran Khan. This is the last time he'll be bowling in tandem to Imran. He'll need a new partner the next time he's bowling. Who is that going to be? 7 runs and 2 wickets in his 2 overs. Impressive, isn't it?
The champion player Mehran Khan. What a comeback. This tournament is all about IAS Invincibles making comeback and winning those games. And if they win today and the next game, they'll be through to the finals of Oman D20. Go straight, chance for the fielder at a long off. Just falling short of Muzahir Raza. Good to see the belief of these players to win games from difficult situations.
Not sure of the age of Ali Imran, but I'm going to be sticking with Jamil Zaidi, calling him a veteran. And it's the best way it's seen as 2 veterans, because Mehran Khan is one certainly. 2 veterans changing the course of this game for IAS Invincibles. They were in serious trouble when Usman Ali Shah was going bonkers.
Which bracket you consider them as a
40.
40
If somebody is
plus?
above 40, he's certainly a veteran. That's how Veterans League is defined, right?
So Jamil Bhai falls in that bracket?
He's a little above that bracket. Big shot, finds a gap. Amir Shah can strike the ball cleanly and he's just showcased that. What an incredible strike under pressure when challengers were being succumbed to that.
Good pickup shot by Amir Shah, off the mark, in style. Known for playing those little cameo. Coming down the order. And with that angle, it was expected that Mehran will come into Amir, and he was ready. and went after Mehran Khan, a much needed boundary.
What about you? Are you in the veterans category? Slower delivery. Nudged around for a single. This is the very first time somebody has attacked that pair of Mehran Khan and Imran Ali. And that's where they were in a comfort zone. It's going to be changing now.
Whenever I travel and I have a look at my passport, it is the time I feel, yes, I fall in that bracket of 40. But at the same time, thanks to my barber,
I thought you would say, thanks to my family, thanks to somebody else. It all comes down to the barber. Humor on offer here at the Oman Cricket Academy. 7 runs from that over of Mehran Khan. 17 overs done, 114 for the loss of 6. Yasirdur struck straight as an arrow, lot of power, a big bang right underneath us. Amir Shah and Sufyan Mahmood mean business right now.
that wood in the hand of Mahmood gets a boundary. Look at that, rock solid on the back foot. He goes straight over the bowler. What a strike. Sufyan Mahmood gets an all-important 4 runs.
Inside edge. Still not understanding why did the umpire react to it. He was not even in contention. That was struck really well from the bat of Sufyan Mahmood. Zaman Qureshi was trying to safeguard himself. Never in threat, isn't it?
That is what happens when you are in the bracket of 40 to 50.
New year, bringing in a lot of humor. Short and pulled. This is gone in the gap. Bisecting the gap to perfection. A mathematician would be jealous of Amir Shah on this occasion. Brilliant striking capabilities from Amir Shah. Gets another boundary. 9 runs of this over. Just three balls into the over.
What a partnership. Runs are coming quick and fast for Renaissance challengers. Very strong towards that leg side. He loves to get those runs towards that corner. Boundary number 2 in this over. Dur Mohammad has been very expensive so far in this innings. Wicketless. One more time. Oh, what a shot, Pranav. 2 fielders standing next to each other, but still it went between those 2 fielders. Traveled like a bullet.
Take out the protector. It's time to measure those angles. Because at the moment, Shahzad and Anis are just not good enough to the quality of Amir Shah, who is unleashed. He was tamed prior to this, but all of a sudden in this over of Yasirdur, he started to lick his lips. He's like that medium pace of Yasirdur, and he's unleashed against it.
Change of pace, but beautifully managed. Goes down on one knee. Some work for Anisur Rahman. Couple of more runs. But what a start to the new year. The players who were struggling in 2025, all of a sudden, they have found their form with the bat as well as with the ball. In the first game, we have seen Sai Shiv getting those runs. Afridi got a brilliant 50.
You have to say Mohammad Afridi. That's the problem. Two Afridis in that side.
We'll come back to that 18 gone, 129 for the loss of 6.
Mehran Khan, 14 runs. What a strike! Sufyan Mahmood. You have to check that willow of Sufyan Mahmood. He never looked to hit it hard. Just give it a little elevation and he's still talking about that willow. Brilliant piece of willow.
Happy New Year, says Sufyan Mahmood. Incredible strike. Very strong towards the deep extra cover. On the other hand, we have got Amir Shah, strong towards that corner. Leaking runs, Mehran Khan and Dur Mohammad. What a partnership between these two.
I just got a visual and I saw Muzahir Raza and I was preparing to say what a catch. Because he's made a habit of taking those stunners. And that's where I was preparing for a build-up. And all of a sudden, that ball never looked like stopping. It just kept sailing. Altitude makes a difference, but the power of Sufyan Mahmood, you don't shake hands with him now. They're really firm.
That is why I do namaste to him whenever I meet him.
He spent a lot of hours in the gym, works very hard. He's very serious about his fitness. The last time I shook hands at the toss, I couldn't use the mic with the same hand.
An hard-working player. Lots of improvement in his bowling. And now the timing has been superb by Sufyan Mahmood.
More than the improvement, I feel that it's the implementation. I've not seen him change as a bowler. But the way he uses his armory now is very much precise. And that's what age gets for you. Slow delivery, tonked. It's just going to be a single. No pace on it whatsoever. Almost felt as if it was going to bounce the second time. That's how slow it was from Mehran Khan.
What an incredible journey of Sufyan Mahmood here in Oman. 2016, he traveled with the team. He was a part of the team which played the T20 World Cup. He was a part of the team in 2021 as well as in 2024.
Third wicket down for Mehran Khan. He's breathing fire and he's continuing to do that here at the Oman Cricket Academy. Exceptional performance from Mehran Khan. He's not just beating the batters, all ends up, but he is fetching wickets at will.
He created that angle. Was there an inside edge or the ball just came back sharply into Sufyan Mahmood? And what a celebration. Lean, but that celebration of Hulk from Mehran Khan. The captain departs. The partnership comes to an end. It's 137 for the loss of 7.
Mehran Khan, contenders for one of those man of the matches. 3 wickets for him. He's going to be probably opening the batting in the second innings as well. He's going to be inspired by this performance with the ball in hand.
Another impactful player.
Opportunity to get 4, not really in the air. They're going to be running the second. This is going to be interesting. Not able to hold on to it, Mehran Khan, and that's where Amir Shah will get a couple of runs. 24 runs and 3 wickets in his spell of 4 overs for Mehran Khan. 19 overs done, 139 for the loss of 7 challengers. Muzair Raza, 14 runs, he hasn't picked up a wicket in his 2 overs. Will bowl that final over. Slower delivery. Not interested is Amir Shah in taking a single. He's got 16 of 11 deliveries now. He's looking for a boundary against Muzair Raza.
Every run matters. That on the very first ball. It's always a good idea to take whatever coming your way. Now if he gets out, wild swing, excellent piece of bowling, keeping it away from the reach of Amir.
Just around 50 runs is what they have got in the last 10 overs. And they've lost 6 wickets. It's not been great signs for challengers, isn't it?
2 veterans, as said by Jamil sir, Ali Imran and Mehran Khan, doing damage. Age is just a number for these players.
Inside out, over covers. Fielder in the deep will keep it down to a single. Should have taken the single on the first ball if he was not going to be keeping the strike for the third one. How does it change, Mudiba? On the first ball, if a batter is a believer of striking a maximum, how does it change by the third ball? I've been very inquisitive about this point.
I'm just trying to think what might be the idea plan by Amir Shah. Cleans him up, beautifully bowled in the block hole. The off stump goes rattling there. Raza strikes.
Quick, straight, in the block hole, Muzahir Raza. He's building into a talent to watch out for. You miss, I hit was his theory, which has been put into execution. Shehbaz, 2 runs of 2 deliveries that he faced. 140 for the loss of 8.
That is why it's always important to take runs, whether the first ball or the last ball of the over. Nothing wrong in it. He wanted to keep the strike, but in the process, the very next ball, it was a dot delivery. Then why do you want to take a run on the third delivery? Then play the complete over, the full over. Now he'll be on non-striker end. It's a new batter. What an over in progress by Raza.
My understanding of not taking singles is that the batter believes that he's going to be striking at least a couple of maximums in an entire over, which will yield him at least 12 runs. A lot of noise here at the Oman Cricket Academy. Weekend just around the corner. Plus the New Year's. It's time to celebrate, isn't it? Block hole. Single to long off for Yusuf Manik.
It's like an army of left-hand batters for Renaissance challengers, one after the other coming out for Renaissance challengers. Prithvi Machi got injured in the previous game, left out of playing 11. Another top order left-handed batter. For sure they are missing the services of Machi.
Shuffling across. And last delivery, Amir Shah doesn't choose to run for it. He wanted a wide ball. Just 50 runs of the final 10 overs, and that's where Renaissance challengers are not going to be very impressed with their effort. And that last one run, how costly is it going to be? 141 on the board, it could be 142 if Amir Shah could have probably gone for that single.
They lost an early wicket, but then a partnership worth of 80 runs, more than 80 between Mirza and Usman Ali Shah. It was Usman Ali Shah who got better of the bowlers, got those quick runs, very strong towards the leg side. Whenever he went down on one knee, he made sure to get runs. This was an excellent innovation from Usman, playing that reverse shot, making room, going down the ground. He came hard against a Pasindu, and even the likes of Yasir Dur was dealt badly by Usman. Another scoop shot. He read the line and length quite early of Yasir Dur. This was a one-handed shot played towards the deep square leg. Back-to-back maximums. What a knock. Getting those runs at the right time. Then came in Imran Ali. That loud appeal took some time. Zaman. Then wickets went down quickly thanks to Ali Imran and Mehran Khan. In tandem, they bowled 7 overs, got 6 wickets between them. And this was the phase when they just lost the plot. Sufyan was joined by Amir Shah. At the right time, these two left-handed batters got those runs. Sufyan got a boundary, then a maximum in between Amir Shah, providing that impetus. Back-to-back boundaries against Dur. Unforgettable game for Amir Shah, the way he got those runs, and as well as for Mehran Khan. 3 wickets to him, and a superb final over delivered by Raza, just going for 2 runs and 2 wickets going down in that final over. So IAS Invincibles made a good comeback to keep Renaissance challengers to 141 in their allotted 20 overs. 28 for Mirza, 62 for Usman Ali, and some quick runs from Mahmood and Amir Shah, taking them to 141. Let's have a look at the bowling card. Look at the top and the bottom. It's Ali Imran, 3 wickets, very economical, playing his first game. What a performance by the off-break bowler, and Mehran Khan yet again showcasing his importance and his talent, playing for IAS Invincibles. 4 overs, 24, 3 wickets to his name. A wicket apiece to Shahzad Rahim and young Muzahir Raza. So we'll dive into a short break. Once we are back, it will be chase on for IAS Invincibles.
He has timed that one well. That is the call, straight in. Beautiful ball. Edged away, yes it is.
Welcome back after a short break. Renaissance challengers that were cruising at the halfway mark of the first innings have been slumped down to 140 odd. And that's where IAS Invincibles, the power-packed IAS Invincibles, will feel spirited, especially that man in the centre, Imran Khan, who's done wonders with the ball in hand, would want to make a big impact. He's going to be up against Nadeem Khan, who's also oozing in confidence, a great left-arm spinner, especially with the kind of form that he's had for the last year. Joining me in the comm box, it's going to be the legendary, a senior statesman, Jameel Zaidi. Welcome, Jameel bhai. How are you doing today evening?
Alhamdulillah, everything going well, and good evening to you and all the viewers around. That's the beauty of this game for now. I mean, it is called a game of fluctuating fortunes. 90 for 1 Renaissance and slumped to 141 onto the onside, just tucked out nicely by Mehran. Some excellent bowling from Mehran Khan and the veteran Ali Imran. And in the last over by Muzahir Raza, could not let them go more than 150. Excellent effort. At one stage, things looked to be like that they might go about 150, 160 with Usman Ali Shah unleashing his power. And after the dismissal, no other batter except Ahmad Mirza, who also got 28 runs. Some runs from Sufyan Mahmood and Amit Shah. But now all eyes back on the IAS Invincible batters.
Sadeep will be a little tentative to start off, generally goes free-flowing. Today, he does realize that there's a win on offer, and that's where he would want to be a little more responsible.
He too cut nicely, just straight to the fielder. You have seen 2 innings of him. One, he win the match for IAS Invincible, and second, he got early out, but plays his natural game, attacking game, right from the first ball he faced. Nadeem Khan, the champion left-arm spin bowler. And hard work to be done by the Renaissance bowlers and fielders, because the score is not that much, but yes, it's a stiff target.
Played to covers, just bouncing in front of that fielder. Shahbaz it is. Should have put in a little better effort. Half a chance, that's what you want to be collecting when you're restricting the other side to stay below 140.
Yeah, it's said that one good catch, one good run out makes the difference. Down the leg side.
Very watchful at the moment is Sadeep. Just 2 runs from this over. Dancing down the track. Not going to be watchful for a very long time. It's going to be 3 runs from that first over of Nadeem Khan. Without losing a wicket is IAS at the moment on 3.
Seems to be a exciting match, we believe, because the first over cost only 3 runs. And it's all with Sadeep and Mehran Khan, how they take the game from here on. Amir Shah played out to the deep mid-wicket boundary for the single.
You were there at the pitch report and you've had a good look at the surface. Any particular reasons that underlies both the sides have opted to use spin to their advantage, especially in the power play?
I mentioned that, in the second innings, obviously the moisture, dampness is there in the wicket. The slow bowler definitely will have some edge if they bowl in the second over also. And in the first match also, you can see the spinners have something in the wicket. This time beautifully played through the covers, 4 runs.
Terrible effort by Yusuf Manik, not putting in the timely dive. And you don't want to be chasing the ball here at the Oman Cricket Academy. Should have just put in the dive here, but then opted to chase it. And you can only chase it back to fetch it back to the bowler once it's crossed the boundary. Sliding down the leg. Not really sure if that appeal was for leg before or caught behind. Both were on offer. But I think it just took a little bit of thigh pad on the way to the wicketkeeper. And all that animation was to just survive the caught behind or the wide.
I think it's off the pad. Good decision by the umpire.
Love this transition of Mehran Khan, very watchful, standing tall, high arm, push back to the bowler. Great posture. When he can play like this, why does he opt to go bonkers very early and lose his wicket in the process? Look at that, standing tall and playing it straight through the line. These are such great visuals.
Well, this is what we discussed before also, especially the batter like Mehran Khan. He is a very, very good hard hitter. The problem is that he doesn't like to take the score to 50, 60. He tries to get the things done in a couple of overs, 30, 25 runs, and then he thinks that his job is over.
Let's ask you a tricky question. Assuming that you were in the management of IAS, where is a good position? Using Mehran Khan in a position outside edge. Amir Shah is very quick, and then when you add the outside edge of a free-flowing bat of Sadeep, sufficient pace for the ball to get to the boundary. 10 runs from that over of Amir Shah.
It's once again outside the off stump. Slashes. Took the top edge of the bat over to the third man boundary. 4 runs.
Nadeem Khan continues. And a very watchful Mehran Khan looks very impressive at the moment.
Talking about him, I think best slot for him, number 4 or number 5. This time, he's so mercurial. The start hitting, he will not stop. Look, that beautiful shot over the long on. Goes for the maximum.
The problem is that Mehran Khan, the moment he starts hitting cleanly, he looks so incredible that forget about him, even we want him to keep going. And that's where he just doesn't stop. Very watchful and very impressive at the moment is Mehran Khan.
Absolutely. I think team captain or management, like to send him, if they do have a big total to chase, This time once again in the air and finally got out. That's the reason I thought he should come at number 4 and number 5. With a decent total on the board, they like to send him as opener to get a good start.
Not really sure whether it's a good start or not. 11 of 9 for him. As eyes lose their first. It was flighted in the arc of Mehran Khan. It was the arm ball. And hitting the inside part of Mehran Khan's bat. Amanullah Rafiqi. He's a decent fielder and he's never going to be missing out on something as simple as that. 19 for the loss of 1, IAS Invincibles. Nadeem Khan. He's a national asset at the moment, and that's where Nadeem Khan has high expectations to deliver when he's playing for his domestic side, and that he's done that by picking up that prize wicket of Mehran. At the moment, Savindu is very watchful. So just that 6 runs, and especially that wicket of Mehran Khan in that over of Nadeem Khan. 19 for the loss of 1 at the end of 3 overs. IAS Invincibles.
Another change, Hamdulillah Khalil.
Hamdullah Khalil. In the air, catching opportunity. Nadeem Khan had no visibility of it. What a moment. Well, he'll still get a single, but such a big opportunity.
The first delivery from Hamdulillah Khalil could have been a catch, but I think the effort was not done. He is also a good bowler. Brought him so early. Normally used to open the innings. But Nadeem Khan has done the job.
They need a wicket here. They need this wicket of Sadeep. He'll be very attacking off the pads, and this is going to be free runs. That's the best way I can put it. Leg by, signal by umpire Zaman Qureshi. And Sadeep will be mighty happy to get them.
At last 4 runs has come. That's more important. Mehran Khan did try to accelerate the run rate for the maximum and a boundary, but later on once again tried to heave and got out. Down the leg side from the pad. It's 4 runs.
Once again, sliding down the leg. Sadeep doesn't like to play second fiddle for too long. He's looking for those boundaries.
But today he doesn't look in his actual form, which you've seen from the last 2 matches. He's not getting the right time to play those shots, which he was known for. A bit struggling in this match he was so far. Once again down the leg side. So it's a played one. He tried to heave it over to the square leg or the fine leg, but could not get proper connection.
Alhamdulillah Khalil. The scoreboard might show 3 runs of the over, but he's conceded those 4 leg byes. That means 7 runs of the over. And a quick single will make it 8. 4 overs done, 27 for the loss of 1. Invincibles.
Amerat Shah continue. Very, very useful all-rounder Amerat Shah is. Used to come to rescue for Renaissance challenger when he come to bat, and of course coming back when he bowled as well.
One thing that I'm looking forward to seeing is that Amanullah Rafiqi spell. I think that is the spell that is going to be defining this game.
Very, very handy all-rounder is Amanullah Rafiqi. Cut nicely, but not got the timing perfect.
It's a weird game of cricket, Jamil bhai. I really thought that 25 years of playing this game, I was a good judge. I could understand things really well. And then came Amanullah Rafiqi, out of the syllabus for me. I'm still trying to understand what Amanullah Rafiqi is. With the bat in hand, with the ball in hand, as complicated as it gets. Have you understood Amanullah Rafiqi?
Well, what I must understood is that he is always performing. Whenever he has been given ball to bowl, he got wickets. When he came to bat, he got some runs and took some odd catches as well. So what else captain needs from him? So he's an all-rounder above all.
No questions about his quality. Questions about how he executes them. Very unorthodox. Unorthodox is the right word. We have seen a lot of players.
Here I agree. Unorthodox, yes, definitely, yes. But he's a performer.
Very effective. Very, very. Wherever you put him, he was given the keeping gloves. He did well. Behind the stumps, pretty decent. Fielding, very good. Trying to late cut. Just 1 run from that over of Amerat Shah. 5 overs done for 28 for the loss of 1. Hamdullah Khalil continues 4 runs in his first over and driven beautifully and put down. I think it is Hamad Mirza who was standing at covers and he couldn't hold on to it. Would love to see a replay of that. I think that was fiercely struck straight to the hands of Hamad Mirza. That's what the expressions tell me.
Well, at those positions, you will never think that ball will come slow. It will come with full force. Look at that one. He just slashes it and catches in the gully, short gully, slips, it comes like that.
Opportunity for Sadeep. It doesn't matter. Hamdullah Khalil doesn't need a fielder. Disturbs the timber of Sadeep Tupage. Rather, it's Savindu, the captain who has been sent back to the dugout. What a moment for Renaissance Challengers. Not sufficient runs on the board. But with efforts like that, they're a special side to watch out for.
Brilliant delivery from Hamdullah Khalil. Just in the block hole. And Savindu could not even brought his bat up to the ball. And the stumps were uprooted. 28 for 2. Look, beautiful delivery. Coming into the battle. Absolutely gem of a delivery. Peach of a delivery from Hamdullah Khalil. Sent Savindu back into the dugout. 28 for 2. IAS Invincibles.
Almost misses the outside edge. Osama Keel, who has been on the bench for a very long time, finally gets an opportunity at number 4 for IAS Invincibles. Mudassir Ali Qureshi enjoying the weather with Ghazan for Iqbal. I think I saw Mohammad Nadeem there as well. And that's what you need to be doing. New Year, weekend, come to the Oman Cricket Academy, enjoy a game of great cricket. Would love to see those visuals. We've got Mudassir Ali Qureshi in the stands. Who else is there?
Then Ghazanfar is there. Shakil Khan, I think, is also there. Shakil Ahmed, sorry.
Everyone is enjoying the weather here at the Oman Cricket Academy. Winters are beautiful.
Absolutely.
He's done well to restrict the ball from going to the boundary. But a little bit of a deflection means that still they'll scamper for a single.
Weather, it's absolutely beautiful, cool weather. Normally dew comes at the end of December, on the beginning of January, and the 2 rains which comes in the last week really brought the weather cooler.
What an incredible strike inside out. Sadeep Heva Devage is a special bowler. Not really, he's a special batter. But he gives some special treatments to a lot of bowlers, and Hamdullah Khalil is going to be receiving one of them.
He was not at all at his best, Sardeep, and now he's really come up with that beautiful execution through the extra cover. On the up, played beautifully with maximum power behind it.
Outside edge, over the wicket keeper's head, one of the safest areas to play your shots in. Comes with a little bit of luck, but it works in your favor. Finishes the power play with a boundary. 40 for the loss of 2 at the end of the power play. IAS Invincibles. This is how it all panned out. Mehran Khan, with his class, was looking really solid in the middle. And he was partnered by Sadeep Heva-Devage. Mehran Khan struck clean, the first one. He tried to repeat it. On this occasion, he was caught by Amanullah Rafiqi. Hamdullah Khalil, with his pace, was very effective, did get a wicket, but then towards the end, the last 2 deliveries, a maximum and a boundary, and all of a sudden, the scoreboard reads 40 for the loss of a 2. At the end of the power play, I think it's a game in balance at the moment, because Osama Akil has a handy bat and Sadeep Heva-Devage can be as lethal as he can be.
Heva-Devage is, yes, of course, the lethal batter. Beautifully bowled. Absolutely, Sufyan Mahmood, in his brilliant best show as a bowler.
40 for the loss of 2 and Sufyan Mahmood comes into the equation. What do you expect from Sufyan Mahmood?
You know, he is a wicket-taking bowler. And what his last couple of matches, he is the top bowler for his team. 4 wickets, 3 wickets in a trot. And of course, at the time when the team badly needing him to get the wicket and block the run rate from the batter side, he's coming to rescue them. Once again, could have been a touch.
Inside edge for a couple of runs. Osama Akil is looking to attack Sufyan Mahmood. I don't think it's an intelligent thing to do because Sufyan Mahmood is breathing fire. Got that hat-trick, then followed it up with a 4-wicket haul. He's only getting better with each passing evening.
No doubt about that. Played it out to the sweeper cover for the single.
Not happy with the proceedings of Sufyan Mahmood at the moment. He wants a little bit of a special effort in the field from his fielding side. This is going to be very interesting. Sufyan Mahmood versus Sadeep Heva-Devage. Sufyan wants a wicket, Sadeep wants to attack. Fire versus ice. Contest within a contest. Back of length and guided to third. Junaid does well to keep it down to a single.
A very, very hard-working bowler, Sufyan Mahmood, a very responsible batter as well, and of course, superb fielder, a perfect all-rounder in Oman national team. Played it out for the single.
Five runs of 5 deliveries. Sufyan Mahmood is still hunting for a wicket. They're looking for that wicket of Sadeep Heva-Devage. It's a no-brainer. That's the wicket that they want. 97 of 13.1 can look very distant. if Sandeep is gone here. Slower delivery. Well played. 7 overs done, 45 for the loss of 2.
Manik Yusuf had been brought in. And that young spinner. Looking for the second, but while you send back by Osama Akil. I think Reliance Challenger must be targeting Sandeep to get the wicket.
Big shot. In the air. Lot of air. Lot of distance. Sandeep Hewardewage is a player to watch out for. Yusuf Manik, the 5th bowler for Renaissance Challengers, is going to be paying the price.
When you start going Hewardewage, you cannot stop him. He was a bit subdued in the first 2 overs, but after that, after the rather dismissal of Mehran Khan, he took the cue and with perfection.
Yusuf Manik, once again shorter in length. I think it's a good ploy. If Yusuf Manik can bowl those 4 overs and keep them below 30, I think he's done his job. Looking to heave it on the leg side. He's played it straight to Hamdullah Khalil. Sandeep Hewardewage, in fashions in which he gets out, looks very mediocre because he plays in that kind of a fashion. 3rd wicket down for IAS Invincibles at 52.
I'm sure Ranson must be very, very pleased to have this prize wicket of Hewardewage. He's such a destructive player. Pulled it, couldn't have proper bat on it. And he was taken nicely by Hamad Khalil. So wicket number 3 back to the dugout for IAS Invincibles. 52 for 3. Sufyan Yusuf, the wicket-keeper, has joined at the right time. 3 wickets back to the dugout. Crucial time for IAS Invincibles.
It's an opportunity for Sufyan Yusuf to showcase that he's still not done yet. He has that fire within himself. I think it's his first game of this year's Oman D20. Great potential, but he hasn't done justice with numbers. And that is where I think he hasn't had that opportunity in a star-studded IAS Invincible side. Played straight to long on for a single. That'll get him off the mark. 8 overs done. 53 for the loss of 3. Sufyan Mahmood versus Sufyan Yusuf. Nudged around for a single. Let's not forget Sufyan Yusuf, huge potential. He had his national call-up in the last 6 months. He couldn't retain his position because of no great performances with the bat. But a great potential with the glove in hand. Huge potential with the bat. He's still to do justice with it.
Well, I think nowadays, you perform and you will be part of the national team. But you didn't perform, obviously. It's a very straightforward decision. If you're not performing, you're out. Perform, they will definitely rethink you to come into the team.
Osama Keel struggling in the middle at the moment. Generally used to open the batting for IAS Invincibles last season. But this year, both these batters have a point to prove. Given their first opportunity in a crunch thriller.
Weekend crowd is here shouting to their favorite teams. That's really make the stadium a bit lightning with those chanting slogans for their team. Beautifully bowled. Could not time it properly, tried to play it on. It is very difficult for the batters to understand Sufyan's variations.
He's a quality act, Sufyan Mahmood. And he's not greedy. That's what is special about Sufyan Mahmood. He'll not go closer to the batter's arc. He'll stay away from it. He'll keep bowling in his arc. In the process, if he gets wickets, great. Otherwise, he'll keep piling on that pressure. And that's what is special about Sufyan Mahmood. There is no medium pacer who bowls in the middle overs better than Sufyan Mahmood. You'll have to play him with risk. Shot in the air, wide of the player at long off. And that's where a couple of runs for Osama Akil. They're in need of them, isn't it? Both these batters. Little bit of confidence.
Definitely, definitely. Confidence and a good partnership. That's very important for them. Because I believe that their mainstay of the batting has been back to the dugout. Heva Devage, Imran Khan. So time has come for them to show responsibility to their team and to take them towards the victory. The target is not that much big.
What a delivery from Sufyan Mahmood. Almost unplayable at the moment. No answers whatsoever from Osama Akil at the moment. And look at that. Everybody's enjoying right at the bottom of your screen. Sufyan Mahmood talking to Mohammad Nadeem, Ghazanfar Iqbal. There is Shakil Ahmed in that same frame. There is Hasni and Alicia.
And young chaps on the top of the com box chanting slogans, making a stadium-like look.
If you compile the other side as well, to around 50 to 60 people have made way in this weekend to enjoy the game of cricket. 50 to 60 people, that's a decent attendance for a domestic game.
Well, of course, yes, definitely. Their interest, their passion to the cricket. And of course, the weekend is also there today.
And especially all those parents who are not making time for their children. Gone are those days of 90s and 2000s when the parents had time for kids. Now parents are busy with their social media, and that's where they need to be bringing their kids to the stadium. What do you think?
Agreed, totally agreed.
A little bit of a clash between Sufyan Yusuf and Sufyan Mahmood. All's well that ends well. 9 overs done, 57 for the loss of 3. IAS Invincibles. Just before the halfway mark, Shahbaz Hussain comes into the attack from the Oman tail end. Two players not in confidence, not having that free-flowing strike from the bat. And that's where Sufyan Mahmood brings in pace, doesn't give any kind of resistance to both these batters, challenges the batters with pace on offer. And this is what I like about Sufyan Mahmood. Brings in the sixth bowler, challenging both these batters to score. Driven straight to long off for a single. Both these batters can be very handy, but at the moment they're not helping the cause of IAS Invincibles.
Well, I think talking about Sufyan Mahmood, I think he's the only bowler who can stop the flow of runs of any team. And is performing it from last couple of matches we have seen, getting hat-trick, first hat-trick of this tournament, then 4 wickets, then 3 wickets, and above all, he's not given away too much and hardly 15, 20, 24 runs in a spell of 4 overs. That's a great quality of Sufyan Mahmood. And I think that he will like the other bowlers to do the same thing.
It's been a brilliant outing for Renaissance Challengers under the leadership of Sufyan Mahmood, who's mentoring the side, who's guiding the side to brilliance, extracting absolute maximum output from all his resources. Somebody like Shahbaz Hussain was so underutilized for so many years. Now, the way Shahbaz Hussain is being utilized as the sixth bowler, I think that is doing justice to his all-round capabilities. Quick single for Sufyan Yusuf. Oh yeah.
I think mounting pressure on the IAS Invincible batters to go for the runs. It's almost halfway mark. Required run rate, rehabbed at the moment 6.10, and required run rate is about above 8. Beautifully bowled by Shahbaz. Actually, the run flow has been stopped since the departure of Sadeep, Mehran and Savindo. Sufyan Yusuf and Osama Akil. 8 of 15 deliveries, you can imagine how much economical is the bowlers for renaissance. Not giving too much runs.
Happy and content with dealing in singles. That'll get them to the halfway mark. Point blank 60 on the board at the halfway mark. They've lost 3 wickets in that process. IAS Invincibles need 82 of the final 10 with 7 wickets in hand. They'll take a small breather and they'll re-strategize very strongly in the second session of the second innings. It's time for drinks. Nadeem Khan comes into the attack from the Oman LNG end. Sufyan Mahmood is going to be saving a couple of overs for the death. 8 runs and a wicket. And the struggle continues for Osama Akil, who's played 17 deliveries to get to 9.
Once again tried to heave it, but very difficult for him to smash Nadeem Khan. Pressure really mounting on these 2 batters to go for the runs. At least a boundary in One over will definitely make the things better for IAS Invincibles. Try to pull it once again, beaten outside the off stump. 3 dot balls from Nadeem.
I think it's time. Osama Akil will look to release the pressure on this delivery. But at the moment, Nadeem Khan is just too good for Osama Akil.
Could have been curtains if this ball would have been a straighter one.
It's going to be a slog sweep. I fear a slog sweep is going to be coming into effect. And this change in field might just serve. It might just calm the nerves down a little bit. Slog sweep. Straight to long on. As predictable as it can get. Osama Akil was reeling under pressure. And Nadeem Khan has done well to get him back to the dugout.
Well done, Panna. Your projection was perfectly okay. Slog sweep, as if you are bowling, and he was caught right at the cow's corner. Wicket number 4, back to the dugout.
Very full. Understanding that Osama Akil was going to be doing something stupid here. And under pressure, Osama Akil tries to go big. Nadeem Khan, as brilliant as he is, gets a wicket in this over without conceding a run. He still has a ball to spare. But IAS Invincibles, from a very comfortable position, has slumped down to 60 for the loss of 4 just after the power play.
This is the wicket I believe Renaissance will like to catch it on. This is Muzahir Raza, the dangerous looking young all-rounder. Beautifully bowled. What a great delivery coming into the batter. Kept a bit low as well. What an over from Nadeem Khan. A made in a wicket. 60 for 4. 11 overs done.
Shahbaz Hussain. What a gem of a delivery from Shahbaz Hussain. At the moment, Sufyan Yusuf is looking very weak. And so is IAS Invincibles. Looks as if they are going to be climbing a Mount Everest. It's just 142. But the way Renaissance challengers have performed, it looks like they're chasing 180.
Definitely, yes. Too much pressure on the batter, especially Sufyan Yusuf. He has to perform. He has not done good in the last couple of matches. And to the right time, he would come into the team. So again, played it out for the single. While he sent back Muzahir Raza.
Shahbaz Hussain. I haven't seen a bowler being used as well as what Shahbaz Hussain is being used. Very tactically correct, and that is where the medium pacer Shahbaz Hussain has been very effective.
All credit to Sufyan Mahmood, the captain. He's just smartly bringing him when the runs flow are stopped. Now that's the only for them to get runs. Touch and go in an odd boundary.
Assuming that I was a medium pacer, I would have always wanted the new ball. But what Sufyan Mahmood does is that because he's bowling those difficult middle overs, He speaks to Shahbaz Hussain and tells him the importance of bowling in the middle overs as a medium pacer. Most teams use spinners. Renaissance Challengers brings in the pacers. And they bowl wicket to wicket. And they've been ever so effective. Continues to bowl that tight line. Just 2 runs from this over. Four deliveries gone. Pressure mounting on IAS Invincibles.
Very, very effective bowler. Shahbaz is just doing what he's been asked to do by the captain. Keeping slightly short. No width for the batter to go back or to cut or to play drives. Just slightly short of the length, back of the length rather. Very, very intelligent bowling from Shahbaz Hussain.
Now there is no Abdur Rauf. Inside out. This is a good shot. Pressure release shot from Sufyan Yusuf. Gets a timely boundary. Goes a little fuller, Shahbaz Hussain, on this occasion. And Sufyan Yusuf is quick to bounce on it.
He has a great puller. Pushed beautifully through the cover. Much needed boundary for IAS Invincibles by Sufyan Yusuf. Today the time has come for him to come up good for his team.
Inside edge and will end up as a dot ball. So still a very effective over despite that boundary. Shahbaz Hussain leaks just 6 runs of it. 12 overs done, 66 for the loss of 4. Invincibles.
Nadeem Khan will continue his economical spell. 2 wickets he already taken. This is the 4th over. Just given away only 8 runs. How nicely Nadeem Khan is bowling.
Quick single. There are different ways to approach this game of cricket, and the way Renaissance Challengers likes to play this game of cricket is be very defensive. It's nothing wrong in it. I think it's a brilliant way to play this game of cricket. Sticking to your limitations, sweeps well, good impact but not good enough, and hence just a single.
They don't have much score on the board pronounced. That's why they had to be defensive, and rightly so. They have to save the boundary at the stage of the game. Don't mind taking the singles. It's up in the face of the bat, and they ran one.
What I like is that the required run rate was just over 7 to start off with. Right now the required run rate is just below 10, almost 10. And that is the kind of pressure that they have created on IAS Invincibles. Let's not forget, Abdur Rauf is missing out today. There is Atharva Kalidas Kale who is not featuring. Then there is Mohammad Imran who is also not featuring. So few good quality players that are not in the 11. And that is where the pressure on these new entrants. Just 5 runs from that over of Nadeem Khan. Brilliant numbers. 13 runs and 2 wickets in his 4 overs. 13 overs done, 71 for the loss of 4.
Just open the face of the bat for the singles. Rather, it's a boundary. No one there. Nice placement. Good timings. Finally, a boundary came after a long, long time. Delicately played that by Muzahir Raza. Right time for Mudassir to join us. Mudassir, where this match will be going and in whose favor you feel?
I think as of now 60-40 in favor of Renaissance Challenger, but Muzahir Raza, this lad is known for playing some outstanding knocks, especially when the team is in trouble. Earlier we have seen in the tournament that quick 42 against Muscat Thunderers. Running hard. Are they going to come back for second? Yes. Excellent running between the wickets shown by Yusuf and Raza.
To me, the key for them will be Muzahir Raza. And he is performing exceedingly well. Always coming at the time when the team requires him to get some runs. And with intelligent batting, he gets those runs.
Has got a boundary on the very first ball, then not trying to hit it hard. A couple of more runs for Raza and for IAS. Chase by Khalil. A good over in progress for IAS Invincibles.
Very good over for them. 8 runs so far. Brilliant running by Muzahir and Usama Akil. Rather, Sufyan Yusuf. Sorry. He too, after long, hit a boundary in the last over.
Half-hearted appeal, trying to use that pace. Muzahir Raza beaten. There's a big gap between wicketkeeper and the short third Sufyan. They just need to cut that gap. He already exploited that gap at the start of the over. Also, it's a big opportunity for someone like Sufyan Yusuf, playing his first game of the tournament, the wicketkeeper batter. Had tough outing in the first innings. Missed an opportunity. That stumping of Mirza.
Well, this is what this game is. If you have been given a chance, once again, beautifully bowled by Shehbaz. Every player waiting, if he has got chance to come, perform for the team, it's good. This is the first game he is playing, and today time for him to perform well.
And good to see teams, they have a strong bench. That was the case for Yalla Shabab, Royal Oman, for IAS and Majlis Titans. Not only the playing 11, but the people who are sitting outside, they're just waiting for their chances. So just a single, good comeback by Shehbaz. 9 runs, required under 10.33, 14 gone, 80 for the loss of 4.
Amir Shah, a very, very useful left-arm spinner for Renaissance, performing.
Yes and no, never a single. It will be really tough for Amir Shah to make a case for himself, to push his case for a spot in the national side, because they have Nadeem Khan, Wasim Ali, Shakil Ahmed. The competition is very tight. Running hard, these two need a direct hit. Responding to the call of Muzahir was Sufyan Yusuf.
What a running between the wickets at the right time. Sprinter Muzahir Raza. The first run very quickly he has taken. Make the second runs easy for him to complete. But he is a fighter. Muzahir Raza is a fighter for the team. Hard working, brilliant fielder, very useful fast bowler, and of course, batter as well. I think they need a boundary at least in an over to make
Sufyan
the
Yusuf.
difference.
Sorry, Jamil Bhai, Sufyan Yusuf, he should try. Because Muzahir is a kind of a batter. If he plays those remaining overs, he can get you those runs. But at the same time, you need that support and runs from the other end as well. In the air, chance taken. Ahmed Shahi strikes. A struggle for Yusuf came to an end.
This is talking about this, that he is the recognized batsman left now on the team. And it was once again Amir Shah who bring that wicket to his team. Sweep it, but then took it from the gloves and easily taken by the wicket-keeper. So valuable wicket once again, back to the Renaissance way. It is 83 for 5, IAS Invincible. Yasir Dur Muhammad is a handy all-rounder for IAS Invincibles. A very, very decent bowler. And the very first delivery, we were talking about it. He was in a hurry to go back to the dugout, and Amir Shah really shattering the stumps of IAS Invincible. Wicket number 2 in 2 deliveries.
What a change. Arm delivery, we just kept a bit low. Not a good idea to play that shot on the back foot against Amir Shah. Back-to-back wickets. That required run rate creeping up. 6 man goes back. Dur without troubling the scorers. 83 on board.
Amir Shah is on hat-trick. Shehzad is a new batter. Left-arm batter. It's now he has to give all the support to Muzahir Raza, who is trying his level best to get the runs as much as he can collect. Officially played. End of a very, very good over from Sayyid Amir Shah. 2 wickets he has taken. 14 for 2 has taken. End of over number 15, 83 for 6, IAS Invincibles. Ahmad Al Khalil will bowl the 16th over. Required run rate moves up to 11.40 runs per over for IAS Invincible to achieve. 6 wicket back to the dugout. Only hope is with Muzahir Raza, who is trying his best, getting the runs, running between the wickets.
Edge. Taken by the wicket keeper. Carried straight into the hands of the wicket keeper. It was dipping in front of him. Good catch taken by Usman. Khalil, he strikes.
Definitely there is a touch. Only thing is, I think, looks to be clean one, but of course, umpires has to look at it. Muzahir is still there on the wicket.
I'm not sure why he's still waiting there. I think they just wanted to check whether it carried straight into the hands of wicket keeper. The soft dismissal is out. Excellent. Excellent catch. I think it's a Rafiqi who took that catch, and wickets tumbling down here. If they lose this game by a big margin, then it will dent their hopes. The net run rate will collapse for them. IAS Invincibles not having a good outing in the round 2 first game for them. 83 for the loss of 7.
Anisur Rahman win the match for IAS Invincibles on the last delivery when they were requiring 4 runs to win him at that maximum. Coming down the wicket the moment he came, he showed that he has come back where he left in the last match. Brilliantly played over to the Cow's corner for the maximum.
What a strike. Very first ball he faced. A confident looking shot. Using the feet, dancing down the track. There you go. A brilliant strike. The hero from that game against Royal Oman Stallions got 6. The very last ball and won that game for IAS, Anisur Rahman.
Played it out for the singles. That will bring Shehzad to face Hamadullah Khalil, who got that wicket of Muzahir Raza, brilliant taken by the wicket keeper. Each game is really giving anti-climax, not going easy way, except for the one yesterday, Muscat Thunders was almost one-sided. Cleared it out. Missed it. Perfect boundary, rightly, timely by Shehzad. 4 more runs to the total. A very good over for IAS Invincibles.
Offering some width and pace throughout this over, Khalil. He can get those runs. If you remember the first game against IAS Invincibles, he came down the order and got those runs. 20 in one of the overs of Zikriya Islam, and that took IAS to 144. Way outside the off stump. So these two can bat, these two can hit those sixes, timely boundaries. So well managed, not a good effort coming from Sufyan Mahmood. So 11 so far.
Dropped. This was a simple chance. Like Hamadullah Khalil. Over number 16 done. It is 95 for 7 IAS Invincibles. In comes the captain himself, Sufyan Mahmood. Always among the wickets. Always economical. Very, very difficult for the batters to hit him with his intelligent medium pacers.
They need a big over here. He slips. Yes and no. Shehzad Rahim looking to turn back and go for the second. The throw was at the wrong end. Anisul Rahman was almost there at half of the wicket. But very economical, Sufyan Mahmood.
Very, very difficult for him to hit out. He's such a intelligent bowler. Mixing his deliveries. And a couple of them have got pace as well. In the air. And that's going to be a boundary. No one there covering the cover point boundary. 4 valuable runs came for IAS Invincibles.
Slashed hard, goes past the point fielder. 100 comes up for IAS Invincibles. 21 legal deliveries, 41 needed. Still hopes are alive for IAS Invincibles. Will they able to get those remaining runs, Shehzad and Rahman? Running hard, coming back for that second, Anisur Rahman. Slow was the fielder. Not happy, Sufyan Mahmood.
2 runs, 2 deliveries, 6 runs comes. Good effort by these two, Anisur Rahman and Shehzad. Trying to come closer to the total required, 142. Hammered beautifully with full force over to the long off. One of the best shot we have seen today from Shehzad. It's just maximum.
What a hit from tall Shehzad Rahim. He's taking on Sufyan Mahmood. Easy picking, stand and delivered. The swing of the blade gets him a maximum. The run rate coming down to 10.42. 14 so far in this over. A good over for IAS Invincible in progress. I'm pretty much sure Royal Oman Stallions, they are following this game. Two is the call. Good work done by Said Ali. So 15 from that over of Sufyan. 3 overs remaining, 32 still required.
The game is inching closer to the climax. Oh, could have been, I think, a catch. Yes, over to the keeper's head. 4 runs, blessing in disguise for IAS Invincibles.
This was the maximum in the previous over, but a good start to this over as well. A sharp bouncer. Goes past Rafiqi, the wicket keeper. Now 28 of 17. It's getting tighter and closer. Quick 23 of just 10. What is required is a change of variation. He offers pace, he slash. Good work by the substitute fielder, keeping that down to just a single, not learning from his mistakes, is Khalil.
He's tried to bowl in the block hole during the death overs. This is the last boundary. Shehzad really looked to the score to very, very close. 27 is required of just 2.4 overs. Anis Rahman comes down the wicket. And that's a boundary. What a way to come closer to the total being posted by Renaissance challengers. He come down, took the bottom part of the bat towards the fine leg boundary. No one there is guarding that. 4 more runs.
They are known for making comebacks. They have already won a couple of close encounters. This is much better. 10 so far. Clean striking by these two. They have lost those 7 wickets, but a timely partnership between Shehzad and Rahman, keeping them alive in this encounter.
We call them giant killers. They have won the match in the last ball of the match. In the last, we have seen it was Anis Rahman who booked that victory for his team. And now it is Shehzad and Anis Rahman. Played it out towards the extra cover. And coming closer to a thriller once again.
What a run chase we are witnessing here at Oman Cricket Academy. The first day of the new year. And we are witnessing a blockbuster. Loud appeal, but clearly going down the leg. Every run matters in this run chase. It was that previous over where they have got plenty of runs, and now yet again they managed 12 from that over of Khalil. He completes quota of 4, gone for runs, 2 wickets to him, 18 gone, 122 for the loss of 7.
The penultimate over of the innings will be bowled by the skipper Sufyan Mahmood, who was hammered in the last over. Very rarely seen that Sufyan Mahmood was hammered like that in the last over by Shehzad and Anis. Coming down the wicket, played it out towards the long on for the single.
He looks to be a proper batter. Batting at number 7 for IAS Invincibles. Batting sensibly. Anis Rahman got those timely boundaries, providing that support to Shehzad Rahim. 19 of 11. They are known for giving us close encounters. The coach Khalid, he must be happy the way these boys bounced back in this game. Short third, Khalil a bit fine. He goes towards deep extra cover, just a single. So good start to the over by Mahmood.
I think this penalty take over. If a boundary comes in this over, things will be going further interesting in the last over.
Was it a warning or was it advice from Rahim to Rahman? Showing his bat, the message is clear. Don't throw your wicket. I am there. Take a single, says Shehzad. He strikes. Beautiful looking shot. Ball racing towards the fence. And the 18 comes down to 14. The hero from that game against Royal Oman Stallions yet again getting those runs for his side.
Perfection. Beautiful placement. Coming down the wicket. The giant killers are really now trying to kill this match also for them. What a bunch of cricketers this IAS Invincibles has. They are going to the last ball of the match. Almost all the matches they have played, they just got the win in the last overs.
Change in field. The problem for Renaissance is that captain not able to get those wickets. Gone for runs, runs in Sufi. Makes room. Just before the toss, I had a little conversation with the head coach of IS Invincibles, and I asked Khalid what has been the key for the turnaround for IS Invincibles. Just one season ago, your team used to struggle, but we have seen the change in the previous edition of D20. The answer was, the message is clear to the boys: attack their best player. Never think of the big names the opposition have. This is what they are doing. They are attacking the best bowler, the man in form with the ball, Sufyan Mahmood, going for runs.
He has not given more than 20 runs in the last 3 matches he has played. And they ran for 1. So Sufyan Mahmood must be thinking that where to bowl. Wherever he is bowling, he is getting boundaries or singles.
D20 has already given us quite a few nail-biter games. The first game went down till that final over. Royal Oman Stallions got a win against Jalla Shabab. Now from a strong position, Renaissance Challengers, they are feeling the heat. 12 of 7 on strike. Rahman, can Sufi provide that breakthrough? Change of pace, and the finger goes up. He strikes on the final delivery of his spell. The partnership, which was looking dangerous, it has been halted by Sufyan Mahmood.
Still to the nail biter. I think this is the outside the off stain and get the wicket. But still guessing. Last over, 12 runs. From where it will go. Nail biters now we used to do as far as the IAS Invincibles are concerned. Giant killers, I used to say them, and they proved so many times. And this is the last over. Who is going to bowl that over?
They have taken it all the way. IAS going into the final over. 12 still require. Few days back, 10 was required in the final over. 6 was needed on the final ball. Anisur Rahman got that maximum now. Anisur Rahman back in the hut. He holds the key. Shahzad. It's Amir Shah with the ball, a spinner. It was Sagar Parmar on that day. Not able to defend 10. Can Amir Shah do something special with the ball? Shahzad connects. Shahzad goes towards that leg side. 1 bounce, 4 runs. What a start to the over. It's not a good idea to give that final over to a spinner. Easy picking, that to a left arm orthodox.
Well, this is very, very difficult for the spinners. All the last over, hammered brilliantly. We'll have to see the umpire signal, whether it's 4, it's the maximum.
Tense moments. Easy picking, waited and dispatched. Now, Where did it landed? Landed just... Still not clear from this angle. It's really tough to say. If you can get some other angle or one more frame, if you can go ahead slowly.
If they can slow the frame, it will be more easy to see.
I think it just landed before the rope. Good job done by our production team. Kudos to them. This chilly evening, it's not easy to follow the ball. But Innocent, he has been exceptional behind the camera. Goes toward extra cover. Back-to-back boundaries. Not just 4 runs away from another historic win. IAS Invincibles. That is why they are called Invincibles.
This is Shehzad this time, not Anisur Rahman. Hammered it through the extra cover. No chance for the fielder to stop it. Well done, Invincibles. You are invincible, absolutely. You beauty, Shehzad, playing gem of an innings. 2 consecutive boundaries, so only 4 runs required in the remaining legal 4 deliveries.
They made a big mistake by giving it to a spinner, that too in these conditions. What a start. Good comeback, running hard, sent back by Shehzad. Holding his nerve is Amir Shah. It was in the radar. He missed an opportunity, Shehzad Rahim.
What Amir Shah, if he can save these remaining 4 runs from this over. 3 deliveries has been bowled.
In the block hole this time, they have taken a single. But why do you want to take a single? There was an opportunity. Can he defend 3 in the last 2 legal deliveries? Can Madhava rise to the occasion? Just came in. It's all happening here at Oman Cricket Academy.
I think Shehzad must be realizing that she should not take that single. And that was the right thing to do if you could have done it, that one. I think this is Pasindu. 2 deliveries left, 3 runs required. Where you will go, Mudassir?
It's hanging in balance. Amir Shah to Pasindu Madhava. In the block hole, an all-important single coming back for that second run. Shehzad Rahim, not needed. The dive. They know they have got their man, but Zaman Qureshi, he is going upstairs. Why do you want to go for that second? You could have easily stayed at the striker and faced that final delivery. These are the moments, the tense moments.
I think single would have been enough to take the strike for Shehzad, but they go for the quick run. Struggling Shehzad, struggling. Now ball in the hands. Well, I think it's curtains for Shehzad. Blunder. Should have been a single and he can take the strike.
How quickly things change. Drama continues here at Oman Cricket Academy. This is what the close games does to you. A brain fade movement. The first thing, he should not have taken that single on the 4th ball. I do understand he came back to make sure the scores will be level before that final delivery, but there was never a chance to make a comeback for that second. Full marks should be given to the fielder, Asif Khan Pathan. clean pickup and quick release, and under pressure, great collection by Amir Shah. Can he be the hero for Renaissance Challengers? What a comeback by Amir.
So, here comes the last legal delivery from Amir Shah, and he's going to bowl to Pasindu.
Jamil bhai, the fielders are on the edge of the boundary. No, they need to come couple of yards in.
At least few has to come up on the circle. The last one. Played it out. And they got 1 run. So the climax is still on.
Scores are level. One more time here at Oman Cricket Academy. Renaissance Challengers have taken this game. Do we have a super over? We need to get that confirmation. I'm not sure about the rules in this tournament. I think the stumps came out. It means both the sides, they'll share 1 point each in this encounter. And it was Amir Shah's brilliance with the ball. They have got a point in their kitty. What a game of cricket we have witnessed. What a start to the new year for these two sides, champion sides, and a heartbreak for IAS Invincibles. This is what happened on the final ball. In fact, these are the highlights. They started off really well. Mehran Khan, the man who got those runs, he looked quite confident. Even his partner, Sadeep, what a knock he played.
Today he looks to be good, but again, at the right time, he has been sent back to the pavilion. And this is Mehran Khan once again, caught right on the fence. Then came Sadeep, played first one down to the fine leg. That he smashes over to the cover point boundary for the maximum. This is top edge through the third man. Coming down the wicket, beautifully played. Over to the mid-wicket boundary. This time he has played over to the square leg and finally got out to Hamad Khalil. And then it was again beautifully played straight to the hands of Amanullah Rafiqi. It was Savindu who was out caught behind, and then it was wicket taker. That was a beautifully bowled by for Muzahir to go back, and then comes the winning partnership between Shehzad and Anisur Rahman. Both of them unleashed beautiful boundaries, especially Shehzad, maximum to the Sufyan Yusuf. Come down, played some good knocks, but finally he was also out. But then it was Anisur Rahman and Shehzad who took the cue. Finally, Sufyan Yusuf had got the wicket of Anisur Rahman, caught behind. And this was Shehzad who struck that boundary. And that was a run out which really sealed the tie. Asif Khan throws it in, and it was a run out for Shehzad, who has done superbly, brought the match to his team, but unfortunately, talking about the invincible batters, Mehran Khan got early 11, Sadeep 25 of 20. It was the batting of Shehzad Rahim, who batted brilliantly, 36 of just 18 deliveries, and Anisur Rahman, who got 19 of 10 runs. The match ended in a tie, 141 for 9 in 20 overs with 10 extras. Renaissance bowling from Nadeem, brilliantly bowled, 2 for 13. Sayyid Amir Shah, 2 for 25. Hamadullah Khalili, 2 for 39. And 1 wicket each for Sufyan Mahmood and Muhammad Yusuf. So the match tied at 141 for 9 for IAS Invincibles. So match summary, Renaissance Challenge batted first, 141 for 9. Usman Ali Shah, brilliant knock of 62 for 37. Ahmad Mirza 28 of 31 and Amir Shah 17 of 14. 3 wickets for Ali Imran and 3 wickets for Muhammad Khan. 3 wickets and 1 for Shehzad. IAS Invincible trying to chase 141. What score 141 for 9. With some Shehzad batting 36 of 18. And Sadeep 25 of 20. Anis Rahman 19 of 10. 2 wickets apiece for Nadeem Khan, Amir Shah and Ahmad Khalil. So match, it's a tie. So it's a short break. After that, it will be post-match presentation by Pranav Mehta.
Clinch thriller we have witnessed here at the Oman Cricket Academy. Oman D20 and IAS Invincibles were looking to lock horns with Renaissance challengers. And I've certainly lost a few nails because this is one of those games which went down to the wire and neither side was willing to leave the game aside. It ended in a tie, 141 runs apiece, and that is where the points are going to be shared between both those sides. Lot of performances in this game. Ali Imran got 3 wickets. Mehran Khan got 3 wickets. But then there is one player who stood out. But before that, to present the award, let me introduce Mr. Jivan Amarnath, the match referee, who is going to be presenting the award to none other than Shahzad Rahim for his 3 overs, 1 maiden, 13 runs and 1 wicket. But then with the bat, he was exceptional. 36 of 18 deliveries certainly changed the tide of the game. शहजाद बहुत बहुत मुबारकबाद सबसे पहले. ऐसा लग रहा था कि रेनाइसेंस चैलेंजर्स आराम से जीत जाएगा आखिरी 4-5 ओवर, जब तक आप बैटिंग पे नहीं आए थे तब तक.
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम. सबसे पहले अल्लाह का शुक्र अदा करते हैं. बस मेरा बैट्समैन आ गया, मुझे मुझे ये बात बोला, मतलब तू खड़ा हो जा, रन खुद प खुद बनेंगे. शुक्र अल्लाह का, बस आज बैट चल गया, रन तो हो गए.
आपने 5 चौके मारे, 1 छक्का मारा, खड़े तो नहीं थे आप, बहुत ज़ोर ज़ोर से मार रहे थे और सारे बॉल गैप में जा रहे थे. तो दिमाग में क्या चल रहा था जब आप आए, क्योंकि आपकी टीम काफ़ी पीछे थी, विकेट्स गिर चुके थे, वहाँ पे रिक्वायर्ड रन रेट बहुत हाई हो चुका था.
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम. पहले अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह मेरे बल्ले में पहली बॉल बहुत अच्छा लगा, मुझे पता था मैं मैच फिनिश करके जाऊंगा, पर अफसोस नहीं होगा, नहीं हो सकता था, बस बेड लक हो गया. शुक्र.
उस सबसे ज़्यादा बताइए, सेकंड लास्ट बॉल पे आपने वो सेकंड के लिए गए, नहीं जाना चाहिए था?
वो तो नहीं जाना चाहिए था, बस उसका कॉल था, मैं चला गया, इसीलिए बस मुश्किल नहीं है, अगले मैच में इंशाल्लाह करके दिखाएंगे.
एक आखिरी क्वेश्चन, जब आप बॉलिंग कर रहे हैं, ओपन बॉलिंग कर रहे हैं अपनी साइड के लिए और बहुत प्रेशर बना रहे हैं, विकेट लेने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं या डॉट बॉल डालने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं?
नहीं, मैं तो डॉट पे जाऊंगा, विकेट नहीं चाहिए, डॉट पे जाऊंगा, विकेट खुद प खुद मुझे मिल जाएगा.
बहुत बहुत मुबारकबाद, बहुत बढ़िया, और बहुत सारे और मेडल्स जीतते देखना चाहते हैं हम
इंशाल्लाह. अभी यही कोशिश है इंशाल्लाह. शुक्रिया.
That is the player of the match, Shahzad Rahim. What a performance from him. Certainly a champion. Now, do not forget, Majid's Titans have one leg in the finale. Who's going to be the other side? 3 games tomorrow. And that is something that you want to watch out for, because all those other sides are going to be looking to push to their absolute best to make sure that they get the second position in the finale. We're done for today, but lots of action-packed drama tomorrow. Stay tuned.
He has timed that one well. That is the call, straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge the way.